Koala by D. Phillips. Here is our table of contents. Gumtree Home on page 4. Check out a koala. Life in the forest. Moving through the forest. Leafy meals. A baby koala. Gumtree baby. A piggyback ride. And off into the forest. There are a few other things you can find in the back of this book. There's something about a science lab, science words, an index. Read more, learn more online, and about the author. A gum tree home. It's a hot, sunny afternoon in a gum tree forest. In the branches of a tall tree, a furry, gray animal is taking a nap. The sleepy animal is a koala. Koalas spend nearly all their time in treetops. They eat, sleep, and even raise their babies high above the ground. Gum tree forest, gum tree, sleeping koala. Gum trees are also called eucalyptus trees. The tree's leaves contain oil that makes them smell like cough drops. Check out a koala. A koala's treetop home doesn't give it much protection from the weather. Luckily, koalas have thick fur. On cold days, the koala's fur keeps the animal warm. On hot days, the fur protects the animal's skin from the sun. A koala's fur also acts like a raincoat. On rainy days, it keeps the animal's body dry. Thick fur. An adult koala's body is about 30 inches or 76 centimeters long from its nose to its bottom. It weighs between 11 and 26 pounds, which is 5 and 12 kilograms. Life in the forest. Koalas live in gum tree forests in Australia. Every koala lives in part of the forest called its home range. A home range may be just a few trees or an area the size of several football fields. Where koalas live. Australia. A koala's home range often overlaps with the ranges of other koalas. Koalas are very good at climbing and moving around in trees. What parts of their bodies do you think help them do this? Moving through the forest. To move through the forest, koalas often leap from tree to tree. They also walk along branches, gripping them with their toes and long claws. If koalas can't reach a new tree, they climb down to the ground. Then they walk to the next tree and climb up its trunk. Tree trunk, claws. If koalas spend most of their time in trees, what do you think they eat and drink? A koala leaping to reach a new tree. When it's time to sleep, a koala gets comfortable on a branch and dozes off. Leafy meals. There's not much for a koala to eat in a gum tree except leaves. Every day, an adult koala eats just over a pound or 453 grams of leaves. The oil in the leaves is poisonous to most animals, but not to koalas. Koalas have special bacteria in their stomachs. The bacteria breaks down the poison so it doesn't hurt the koalas. And if you notice, this is bolded, so it would be a word that you could find in the glossary in the back of the book. The pouch is here. A female koala has a pocket-like pouch on the outside of her belly. What do you think she uses this pouch for? Koalas get most of the water they need by eating gum tree leaves. Each juicy leaf has a little water inside it. Koalas also swallow raindrops and dew that collect on the leaves. Gum tree leaf. Once again, here's another bolded word. You could find that in the back in the glossary. A baby koala. Between August and December, male and female koalas meet up to mate. Bolded word. About 35 days later, a female koala gives birth to a baby called a joey. When it's born, the joey is only the size of a jelly bean. The baby koala has no fur or ears, and its eyes are closed. The tiny joey climbs into a warm pouch on its mother's belly. Safe inside, it drinks milk from its mother's body. Koalas make a noise called a bellow. It sounds like a snore followed by a burp. Males often make this noise to tell females when they want to mate. A 5-day-old joey inside its mother's pouch. Gum tree baby. By the time it's 6 months old, a joey's eyes have opened. Its fur and ears have also grown. The joey still drinks milk, but it also eats leaves and a food called pap. Pap is a special type of mother koala poop. A mother koala's body turns gum tree leaves into pap that the joey licks from her body. A 12-week joey inside its mother's pouch. Koalas belong to a group of animals called marsupials. All marsupials give birth to tiny babies that are not fully formed. A marsupial baby finishes growing inside its mother's pouch instead of inside her body. Mother koala, a 6-month-old joey looking out of its mother's pouch. What other animals can you think of that are marsupials and carry their babies in pouches? The answer is on page 24. A piggyback ride. At about 9 months old, a joey weighs around 2 pounds, which is 1 kilogram. The baby koala can no longer fit inside its mother's pouch. Instead, the joey rides through the gum trees on its mother's back. Sleeping koala. Gum tree leaves don't give koalas much energy to do things. As a result, koalas are only awake for about 4 hours each day. They sleep during the other 20 hours. 1-year-old joey, mother koala. Off into the forest. At about 18 months old, a joey is ready to leave its mother. The young koala climbs through the trees to find its own home range. Once in its home range, it spends its time sleeping and munching on gum tree leaves. Koalas live for about 8 to 15 years. Joey, adult female koala. Scientists who study koalas have to search for them in gum tree forests. If you were looking for koalas, what clues would you tell they were nearby? The answer is on page 24. Science lab. So here is where you can draw a koala's life cycle. The different stages of an animal's life are known as its life cycle. The diagram on this page shows the life cycle of a koala. So it goes round, round. Use the photographs in this book to help you draw and label a koala's life cycle. Science words: bacteria, dew, home range, marsupials, mate, pouch. And these are all definitions. This is considered the glossary. Koala and finish.